Hey, he threw up in a cup. Hey, sorry, what the Hey, threw up in a cup. Hey, shawty in a what? Hey, shawty played that but threw up in a cup. Okay, he threw up in a cup. Anyway, and yo, what is up? Welcome to the After Dark stories. It is Nexus After Dark. Nobody next. It's me. The first impressions I have of almost everyone I met in college so far is hilarious because one or both of us were likely off the juice at some type of party when we met. Probably an Anthony function. If you don't know who Anthony is, it'll probably be explained at some point in this video because he's the GOAT. He was in the fleshlight video. He was in the fleshlight video, but yeah, one or both of us were likely off the juice at some type of party when we met. Is how I met most of my college friends, which is like not entirely true. Like there's obviously outliers, but then that ruins my point. So f you. Also, if you don't know what juice is, check the vocab, you feel me, context clues. But today's story is about one of the first times I met the homie whom we're going to call Andrew. And this story takes place really early into my first semester at college. And I was living with the homie Josiah and others who were also in the fleshlight video. Check that out. But the homie Anthony pulled up with like 4 of his friends that we had met like very briefly before. And I definitely didn't remember any of their names type shit. So it was cool to see again. It was cool to see them again so we could like actually meet each other this time. So Anthony to this day gotta be the most social I know, bro. What a goat. But anyway, one of his friends who I didn't know that well was named Andrew. And Andrew, cool people, GOAT, if you will. But Anthony also brought juice. And you feel me, context clues. I don't mean no normal juice. Anthony brought that juice, you feel me? Anthony brought that juice. And if you don't know what juice is, come on, just check the vocab. One of these days, I'm gonna actually create a vocab section, you feel me, like in the description or something. But then that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of, you know, talking about all this incriminating shit. But anyway, for once, we aren't talking about broccoli. This is a juice story. So we get to drinking juice, you feel me? Just juice, nothing else of the sort, you feel me? Check the vocab. But and then I go back into my room for a little bit for whatever reason. I think I was working on a beat before they all came to the crib or something. And then like 10 minutes later, I hear laughter mixed in with distress. And I'm like, hey, yo, what is happening outside? So I come outside and Anthony's like, oh, Andrew just threw up. And I look around and I'm like, what? Because I don't see any vomit at first. And I'm like, where is it at? Like, where's the damn And the cup that's in front of Andrew is literally full to the brim with nasty ass vomit color, bro. Shit look like cotton candy vomit, bruh. And then there's a mini puddle of it, like right under the countertop where he was standing. Like, it shit look like some like weird Candyland vomit. I was like low-key type disgusted. I mean, like off rip, I'm already not a vomit. I'm cutting this out. I don't need to explain that I don't like vomit. But and Josiah steps out of his room to see what's happening. And I swear, we look at each other just like that f***ing SpongeBob OST meme, bruh. We gonna have to do a cutaway. And neither of us or our other roommates are trying to clean this shit up. So we give him all of the shit that he needs to clean it up. And we're like, you got it, bruh. Honestly, this is you, bruh. You'll be alright, right? And honestly, I mean, like, bad host move? Maybe. But Anthony did also just show up. Like, it's not like this shit was formal at all in the slightest. You feel me? He just came to our door. So, you know, I think it's a fair trade-off. And it's crazy because I kid you not. What's really wild about this story, Andrew was just a vomity ass nigga, I guess, because literally Andrew just threw up like mid-convo like 2 weeks ago, right onto the street type shit. Like this was recent. 2 weeks ago, I don't know to when I'm recording this, but yeah, the nigga vomits out of nowhere, bruh. Brittle stomach having ass. What's that shit called in Minecraft? Andesite stomach having ass. Dirt stomach having ass. Nah, but Andrew's a real nigga. Shout out Andrew. He just had a wild first impression, you know? This one's a little short story, but yeah, shout out Andrew. He threw up in a cup. The fact that it was in a cup too, Like, bro, shout out you for getting at least 50% of it in a cup, because if this was me, I would have just ran out into the hallway, bro. I hate public vomiting, bro. I would have tried to find solitude so quick. But anyway, don't try any of this at home. If you do, record that shit.
Nothing can prevent this sauce. She drive with you like sidewalk charge. Thinking that you can tuck the tuck, could easily get your team knocked off. Oh. I can't say that I cleaned up my skeleton closet. I need a hand in my bone, refresh the dental floss.
Yeah, skellies in my closet. Choppers coming and they popping. Bitch, we steady rocking. Rocking on this ice, on this bitch, yeah, we rockin'.